Welcome once again. It's time for Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I present to you, the faithful reader, a book that is very highly recommended, and today's book is most exceptional. It is A Calamity of Souls by David Baldacci. This is published by Grand Central Publishing and retails for $39. I've said in a lot of my past video reviews that David Baldacci is my favorite author. It was thanks to his original series, The Camel Club, that really got me interested in his books. He's had a lot of different series since then, The Memory Man, Atlee Pine. He's had so many, and they've all been bestsellers, and they've all been exceptional mystery thrillers. But this one is a bit different from his other books. It is set in Freeman County, Virginia in 1968. During the racially charged times. And this book is really, it's got to be, I would say, one of his best. Even though I consider The Camel Club the best of his books, this is definitely the best. It's a standalone book, and once you read it, you will never forget it. It involves a young black man, Jerome Washington, a Vietnam veteran who has returned, and he works as a handyman for Leslie and Anne Rudolph. He's well liked by them, and he goes about his way, he does his job, and they appreciate him, and he appreciates the two elderly people. So one day he goes into the house, and he finds them dead on the floor. They have been stabbed to death. There's blood around them. And so he goes to help Anne, onto the chair out of respect. He knows they're dead. And then suddenly into the house comes two police officers. And they immediately think that he's the killer. So they start to beat him because he's a black man. They call him all sorts of, racist names and, references to his color. And it's really tough reading. So he's taken to jail. He's given a lawyer who leaves. He wants no part of it. So into the picture comes John Robert Lee, who goes by the name of Jack. Jerome's grandmother asks Jack if he will represent her grandson. So he agrees. And he knows it's going to be difficult because, the city is, there's a lot of racism in Freeman County, Virginia. So he goes to the jail and he sees, Jerome in terrible condition. He's got a bloody bandage around his head. His body's covered in bruises. So he demands that a doctor comes and treats the bruises, change the bandage, give him antibiotics, and, help him, which a doctor in the jail reluctantly does. So after that, Jerome's wife, Pearl, she is charged with being an accomplice because they say that she went to the house, she took Jerome's bloody clothes, and she threw them away, and soon it's one lie after another. And then into the picture comes Desiree DuBoise. She's a lawyer from Chicago who is part of race-related cases in court. And so she comes there to help Jack because she knows it's going to be difficult getting a fair trial. And so, so much happens in this book. There is evidence that's planted against Jerome. There's lies that people make for their own personal gains. And it's a book that is really, really a page turner without question. Sometimes books with court trials can be a little bit dry and drawn out, but this is not. This is absolutely riveting reading, every single page. And there are a lot of shocks along the way, especially what happens in court. We find out things about the judge as well. And we find out who the real killer is, which is a total shock. And at the end, there's another shock involving Jerome. So if you're looking for a great book, A Calamity of Souls is definitely some are calling it the book of the year, and I would agree. I know the year's still young, but this is definitely a book that is exceptional. If you've never read a David Baldacci book, start with this one and then work through the rest of his series, because you will not be disappointed. So hopefully you do agree with my review if you do purchase the book. So let me know your comments about the book as well. So thank you for watching. I will be back with another book very soon. Until then, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.